Oh, by the way, ESPN just laid off Gene Wojnarowski.
Their breaking NBA guy?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you pay Pat McAfee way too much money.
Well, that's what everyone's saying, but I just don't. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, he did College Game Day as well. Mostly, he did College Game Day. He was on.
This is Woj?
Yeah, whoa. So he's the NBA insider, but he was also on College Game Day, and they let him go.
All right, we're at 23 minutes and we're halfway through the Pac-12, so we're going to park this for just 2 seconds and talk about the state of something that we've never talked about before, but it's the state of sports media in the U.S. Well, really overall, but mostly in the U.S. Because what you laid off a guy who got you the breaking news.
Yeah, he was Gene Wojnarowski. He was mostly college football. I guess he did a little bit, but he was mostly he was the NFL breaking insider. But he was also
so this is not Woj.
Who am I thinking of?
Gene Wojnarowski. Oh, it's that guy. Okay. Yeah, I know who that guy is. We're thinking of, let me just see, Woj Bomb. We are thinking of Adrian Wojnarowski.
Okay. All right.
That's who we're thinking of. Dude's name Adrian.
But they also laid off David Pollack.
He was another
Game Day. He was a college game. He
well,
was the Georgia
that makes
Bulldog.
sense. He wasn't popular. He didn't match the vibe, and they brought in Pat McAfee to replace David Pollack. I could have called that.
Wow, but yet they let Lee Corso just dangle out there. Lee Corso, I mean, they need to let him go.
They need to put him out to pasture for his own sake, not.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Here's your issue that you're running into, Micaiah. And let me explain this as someone who's worked for one of these old-fashioned type companies. We think of ESPN as cutting edge, right?
Yeah.
But they're really not. They were still founded in, I think it was the 80s, late 70s, early 80s. They're a media company with media people running them. They're not this newfangled company that is adaptable and agile with their strategies and specifically with their culture that they're running into. So what you're running into is still an old school, old boys club style company. And so they have, Lee's been with us since day one, so we have to take care of Lee. Even though the dude has only Joe Biden speaks worse than Lee Corso, and even that is pretty dang close.
Or that Pennsylvania, what is he? Pennsylvania senator or whatever.
I think he's a senator now. John Fetterman.
Yeah,
Fetterman?
John Fetterman. Yeah, he had a stroke. Yeah, I mean it's not good.
Dude who looks like Bill Belichick at every single event that he does.
It's also Gene Wojciechowski, not Wojciechowski.
Dude.
It's very close. They are spelled
He's an iconic
differently.
voice. He's one of the iconic voices.
Well, and
you would know him if you heard his
Tom
voice.
Rinaldi to tell all the sad stories on game day. You know how game day always has that one sad story that makes you cry. Every grown man cry. Every grown man has cried at the college game day. So they let him go. Which it's really weird to me that ESPN is firing all of their college game day on air talent, or some of them. Because I would have to assume that ESPN College Game Day is a majority of their profit chunk.
Yes, except they're putting all of their eggs into a basket of a dude from Pittsburgh whose first name is Patrick.
But 6 years, $85 million. That's not that much money.
That is when that's one of your operating
But
It's half of your operating income.
he's bringing in his audience, right?
Yes, no. I'm joking from the perspective of it's his operating income. I'm more saying from the perspective of like they are expecting Pat You will watch it. Week 0, college game day will be Reese Davis talking to Kirk Herbstreit.
There you go.
Pat McAfee. It'll be
And
Pat
Desmond
McAfee
Howard.
and Desmond Howard, and it will be Pat McAfee jumping into lakes again, acting a fool. You might even see, instead of Bear, one of Pat's dudes off to the side.
Well, Bear's gone. Bear went to Fox Sports last year.
Yeah, so there you go. This is what's happening. What you are seeing is ESPN going, I need to make room for this salary. I'm putting all my eggs, not thinking big picture, saying, oh, what we can do is we can make Pat McAfee happen. We landed the whale, so now let's ride him until we either die and go out of business and get bought by somebody else because Disney doesn't want to keep funding us. Which, mind you, is the only way ESPN is still in business is because they're getting Daddy Walt's money that Disney Parks and the Avengers is